pleads guilty to murder after dumping daughter's body in Alabama. On the morning of November 6, 2019, a 911 call awakened the city of Jacksonville, Florida. The voice of 27-year-old mother, Brianna Shantee Williams, rang out with concern as she reported that her 5-year-old daughter, Taylor Rose Williams, had disappeared. The investigation began as a simple missing person case, but quickly turned into one of the most heartbreaking cases that Jacksonville law enforcement had ever faced. "I don't know where my daughter is," Brianna told the dispatcher. "She's wearing a purple t-shirt and pink pajama pants." Brianna claimed she had just picked up Taylor from her grandmother's house in Alabama on Halloween night and discovered her daughter missing the next morning. Police quickly arrived at the home on Ivy Street, Jacksonville, where Brianna had moved just days before. Officers noticed the back door of the house was unlocked, but there were no signs of forced entry. More suspicious was Brianna's reaction. She wasn't panicking or crying like most parents of missing children, instead displaying a strange and seemingly emotionless attitude. When searching the house, police found several reddish-brown stains on Taylor's bed headboard and bedroom door, but quick tests showed they weren't human blood. Strangely, the house had almost no evidence of a 5-year-old living there. No toys, no drawings, no family photos. There was only a jacket, a backpack, and an unopened box of cookies in the kitchen. As officers continued searching, they discovered several concerning details: guns left out in the open, not safely stored, and a general atmosphere of haste and temporariness. At the police station, Brianna's story began showing inconsistencies. She said she heard strange noises during the night and had checked with a gun but saw nothing unusual. When asked why she didn't check on her daughter, Brianna replied that she didn't want to enter her daughter's room with a gun in hand. Police began questioning Taylor's schedule. Brianna said her daughter had been with her grandmother in Alabama almost all summer, and she had just picked Taylor up on Halloween night. However, when investigators contacted Carissa Williams, Brianna's mother, they were shocked to hear she hadn't seen Taylor since January 2019, nearly 10 months earlier. "Why is she lying?" investigators asked Brianna, but she denied it and claimed her mother was not telling the truth. As the investigation continued, police discovered Brianna had rented the house on Ivy Street since June, but still maintained her old apartment in the Southside area. She had only moved to the new house 3 days before reporting Taylor missing. When speaking with neighbors at both locations, hardly anyone remembered seeing a 5-year-old girl. Only one man, named Carlos Johnson, recalled seeing Taylor wandering alone in the apartment complex in April 2019, and sometimes seeing her waving from the window when Brianna's car wasn't there. Police also discovered that Taylor hadn't attended the Navy base daycare where Brianna served since late April 2019 and had officially been withdrawn in May. A frightening question began to form. When was the last time anyone besides Brianna had seen Taylor? Searching Brianna's old Southside apartment revealed a shocking scene. The apartment was filled with garbage and cluttered belongings. The living room and kitchen were nearly unusable. Among the trash, officers found children's toys and clothes stained with what appeared to be human feces. In the mess, they found a pink teddy bear, possibly the Mr. Bear that Brianna said Taylor never went anywhere without. But the most horrifying discovery was in the master bedroom. Filth covered the carpet, and when investigators opened the closet, they found a strong stench along with stains on the walls and floor. When tested with luminol, many stains reacted positively, suggesting potential human blood traces. Cadaver dogs brought to the apartment signaled positively on the carpet in the closet, indicating traces of human remains. Examining Brianna's car also revealed concerning findings. Cadaver dogs detected traces of human remains in 3 locations: the driver's seat, the back seat, and the trunk. Inside the trunk was a strange white residue, a broken fingernail, and an air freshener. The entire car smelled strongly of cleaning chemicals. The car's GPS revealed that Brianna had made 3 trips to the Linden, Alabama area, between October 31st and early morning November 3rd, 2019. She also stopped at a car wash on November 4th, one day before reporting Taylor missing. Based on GPS data, police went to an area outside Linden, Alabama, near where Brianna's grandmother was buried. Here, on a deserted dirt road, they found a garbage bag wrapped in shower curtains containing children's t-shirts with decomposition stains. Following GPS coordinate data, the search team went to a secluded dirt road near the local cemetery, a remote area far from residential neighborhoods. There, they found a garbage bag wrapped in shower curtains containing a heavily decomposed child's t-shirt, blackened by weather and biological effects. What they found next was even more heartbreaking. Not far from the garbage bag, investigators discovered fragments of a skull, a clump of black hair, and several small bone fragments. Only about 10% of the skeletal structure remained, as wildlife had disturbed the rest. DNA testing confirmed these were the remains of Taylor Rose Williams. Beside the body, there was no gravestone, no name, no sign that the child had ever existed. Taylor had been discarded like an object, buried in silence and cruelty. A strange detail made the case even more horrifying. The location where Taylor's remains were found was near Brianna's grandmother's final resting place. This led investigators to question, was choosing this location random, or did Brianna carry some distorted psychology, connecting her daughter's burial site with memories of her deceased relative? Though no one knows exactly what happened in Brianna's mind during those late October days, it's clear she had the time, opportunity, and means to carefully plan hiding her daughter's body. Before she could be arrested on initial charges of child neglect and providing false information, Brianna attempted suicide by drinking cleaning solution. After recovering, she refused to answer any more questions from police. Analysis of Taylor's teeth enamel and skull showed signs of severe malnutrition. Although the exact cause of death couldn't be determined, investigators believe Taylor may have starved to death while confined in the closet. In September 2022, Brianna Shantee Williams pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison. Despite her lawyer's multiple requests for a reduced sentence due to Brianna's excellent military record, the court maintained the sentence. The case of Taylor Rose Williams raised many questions about the child protection system. A 5-year-old girl disappeared from public view for nearly half a year without anyone reporting it. No school followed up, no neighbors intervened, and no social agencies were notified. Brianna's behavior throughout the investigation also raised questions about mental health. Her lack of emotion, elaborate lies, and indifference to her daughter's fate were all signs of a deeper issue. For little Taylor, she spent her final days in loneliness and pain, hurt by the person she trusted most. Society failed to protect Taylor, and now only belated justice remains. This case is a painful reminder of the importance of timely intervention when there are danger signs for children. Signs often overlooked: a child suddenly disappearing from school, a child wandering unsupervised, a home lacking signs of children. All could be silent cries for help. Hopefully, the story of Taylor Rose Williams will become a lesson so that we never let a child be forgotten, never ignore the signs, and never miss an opportunity to save a life in danger.